smells so good in here. And look at all these cake decorating supplies. This is the place to come if you want to decorate a cake. We are in the right place. Let's look around. There's cake drums. This is what you put your cake on top of to present it. And look at all the colors. What's your favorite color? There's wonderful things here for cake decorating. Let's look over here. Let's see. Look at these. Oh my goodness. This place is fabulous. I'm so happy to be here. Hi, kids.
Hi, Miss Penny.
I am so excited to meet you, and I am thrilled to learn how to design cakes.
Hi, how are you, Miss Penny?
I'm
Welcome to
great.
my cake house. So let's get started. I will give you one of our aprons.
Thank you.
Okay. And you can start helping out.
Thank you.
Are you excited?
I'm very excited.
Okay, Miss Penny, so the cake is ready. So you will take it out of the oven and you will leave it on the table. Then you will flip it over and we'll let it cool down.
Okay, here we go. I have on oven mitts because it's hot since it was in the oven. Oh, that's wonderful. It smells so good.
I know, right?
Yes, fantastic. Now that it's cooled off, what's the next step?
Okay, so you will grab the cake, you will flip it over on the table, and then we will level the cake together.
Oh my goodness. Oh, it's beautiful.
Basically, we will have to get rid of the top.
Okay.
So it's leveled on the board, and it's nice and flat and perfect so we can frost it.
Okay.
Okay? So we'll grab this machine. You can do it with a knife, but this is a little bit easier. You'll go like this, and you will just get rid of the top.
Okay, we're ready. We're ready for
Yes!
cake decorating.
Awesome! So let's go to the
Okay.
workshop.
So right now the cake is cooling, and we're gonna bring it out, and we're gonna make a birthday cake for Shiny. Yay! Wonderful.
So we'll start with the decorations.
How do you describe your job? Cake designer.
I'm a baker, and I create specialty cakes for kids and adults, actually for every occasion, for birthday parties, for baby showers, bridal showers, for weddings, for all kinds of events. It's fun. It's a fun job. It just like, it was a hobby that became my daily job.
So you followed your heart and things that
Exactly.
you really love to do, and you made a profession out of it.
Exactly.
But you're
So-
really a designer because you do more than just decorate a cake. You really come up with concepts and
Exactly.
create individualized cakes and cupcakes and cookies.
You listen to your customer. They tell you what they want for their special occasion, and you envision and you create something special for them. It's a very nice process to see, like you start from scratch and then you create a beautiful piece of art. It's
Right.
edible art.
Edible art that makes everyone happy.
Exactly.
That's a really nice thing to do. So let's talk a little bit about the tools that you use.
Of course. Use a spatula. We use this to ice the cakes.
Let's talk about fondant. Fondant is a thick paste made of sugar and water and often flavored and colored, used in making candy and decorating pastries and cakes.
Every time you use it, I have to move it and rehydrate it until you make like a very, very flexible dough.
It is. It's like a hard, silly putty.
Exactly.
But you can eat it.
Exactly.
Aha. That's great.
This is a rolling pin. then we have edible markers.
What does that mean?
It means that you can paint and do your own art or write a message, and you can eat it afterwards. And we have some sprinkles. This is the fun part.
Yes.
Then we have the piping gel. Remember the piping gel?
Yes, from the class. So it's like glue,
Exactly.
but you can eat it.
Exactly.
Yes.
I love it. We have a scraper. This is for the frosting. This is after we use the
The spatula.
spatula. We'll go, you will see.
Okay.
It will be fun. What else? We have,
It looks just like shiny.
I found the perfect one actually. I was so excited because I found
That's
this idea that
awesome.
And last but not least, the icing. And you can color it the way you want. Okay, so let's get started.
Yes.
So the first color we are using is the
What color is this? It's the same color as shiny. What color? Yellow.
First of all, we have to knead it to warm it up.
Okay.
So we'll have to squeeze it and stretch it and
Oh.
fold it many, many times. So first of all, we are cutting a star, right? So how should we do that? First of all, we need kind of like a perfect ball.
Right.
And I will measure it. It should fit,
I
right?
think so.
And I will, with both hands, I will press, 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 press.
Can you
Okay,
press?
finish.
Let's press.
I will shake it a little bit.
Oh,
Okay.
let's do some shaking.
And let's see. What we got here.
It's perfect.
Yay! And now it's time to make the eyes. Okay?
Oh.
And next color I'm using is the white.
Okay.
First make a good ball. So you will press and roll and press and roll and press and
Press
roll
and
and
roll,
press and
press and
roll.
roll, press and
And
roll,
then you
press
will go like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until you make like a little candy. Yes. Make a
Ooh.
little oval.
So what else would we put on Shiny's cake? Now we have to use our imagination.
Exactly.
Let's use your imagination because you are the designer. What would we put on Shiny's cake?
So since we are celebrating its birthday, I think he will be holding a piping bag and decorating its own birthday cake. What
Oh
do you
my
think?
goodness. I think Shiny's gonna love it.
Yay!
It gets more exciting by the moment. Now it's time to work on the real cake that we're gonna put all these amazing decorations
Of
on.
course. Please, so we'll grab our angle spatula.
Gotcha.
Okay. Now, remember the scraper?
Yes.
We'll hold it like this, like very, very close to the cake, okay? And we will go all around, all around. Awesome. Yes. And the center,
Oh, the little cake.
like this. And it will be over here standing up.
Oh, it's so pretty.
And now we'll add some sprinkles. I will be right back.
Oh, I have to take a look at this beautiful cake. The cake is just perfect. Do you think Shiny's gonna love it? Shiny, I'm so glad you're here. Happy birthday, happy birthday. This is your birthday cake. It's so special. Do you love it? Shiny loves it. But what are we missing? What do you put on a birthday cake? The candle, you're right. Let's get a candle and light it just for you. I'm gonna put up the candle. Perfect. And now let's light it. Ah, Shiny, are you excited? Let's all sing happy birthday. Are you ready? All together. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Shiny. Happy
loved it. I can tell you how much we appreciate you showing us how to decorate a cake. We didn't just decorate it. You are truly an artist and a designer, and I understand now how much work goes into cake decorating, and it really takes someone special.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. We loved having you today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, boys and girls, it's Miss Penny. Put on your thinking caps. It's time to learn a new word. Cake designer. A cake designer is a person who creates specialty cakes for kids and adults for every occasion and any kind of event. What was that word?
Cake designer.
Good job. Fondant. Fondant is a thick paste made of sugar and water, often flavored and colored, used in making candy and decorating pastries and cakes. What was that word?
Fondant.
Good job. Rolling pin. A rolling pin is a cylinder that is rolled over pastry or dough to flatten and shape it. What was that word?
Rolling pin.
Good job. Spatula. A spatula is an implement with a flat, blunt blade used for mixing and spreading soft substances, especially used when cooking and painting. What was that word?
Spatula.
Good job. See you next time.